student, I hope you all are doing very well. So today we will start the fourth kingdom, that is the planetae. Now if you are going to take the planetae, there is what? That it is eukaryotic, which we have already done in the previous video. Eukaryotic is there, then there is what? The cell wall, which is made up of cellulose. And most important property is that it is a photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. Okay, because all the green plants, they are making their own food with the help of the process photosynthesis. So first subdivision is this one is the first subdivision. It is a thallophyte. Thallophyta. Thallophyta means what? The body is like thallus. That means the body is not differentiated, into root, stem, and leaf. Okay, so what is the meaning of thallophyta? This one, the thallus not differentiated into root, stem, and leaf. So first property we are getting from here only, that is it is a eukaryotic. Okay, number two is what? There is the cell wall present, made up of cellulose. Okay, and third one is the photosynthesis. Okay, now if you are going to take the example of this one, there the examples come the Spirogyra and Chara. If you are going to take the Spirogyra is a ribbon-like structure which float on the surface of the water. Here is the chloroplast is present, which shows a ribbon-like green in color. Okay, so this one is the Spirogyra. And another one characteristics are, they are mostly aquatic. So all we know is that the first life is originated in the water. That's why this one is the primitive one only, which is means what? Getting in a water. Okay, so this one is our first subdivision, thallophyta. Now there is what? We already studied that the thallus. Now here is what? If you are going to take the second one, that is the non-thallus. Non-thallus means what? Already the body is divided, or the plant body is differentiated into root, stem, and leaf. So we are getting the second subdivision, that is Bryophyta. If you are going to take the example of Bryophyta, this one is the Riccia and Markensia. Okay, these two examples are there. We call the Bryophyta the plant amphibians. they are living in the water also and on the surface of the earth. That's why they are called the plant amphibians. So here is what we already got the noun thallus, that is already means the body of the plant is differentiated into root, stem and leaf, but here is what only the thallus which is not differentiated. So next one we goes to the third one, which is having a vascular tissue present. Now here you if you are going to take this one in Bryophyta, there is one more point is there, not present vascular tissue, that is xylem and phloem. Already we knows that the xylem and phloem is the vascular tissue which is means what? Conducting the food, transporting the food from the soil, water and minerals taken by the xylem, and it takes up to the tip of the leaves, and then there the food is prepared with the help of the photosynthesis, and the phloem is that type of tissue which is already means transporting the food to each and every part of the plant. So here we goes means what? There is the Bryophyta. Now third one we are going to take the Pteridophyta. Example is fern. And here is also the first property which we are getting, that body is divided into that root, stem and leaf. Root, stem and leaf. Okay. Next one if we are going to take, there is another one, that advanced characteristics which is not present in this one, that will not present vascular tissue, that is xylem and phloem. But here is what? The presence of xylem and phloem, that is the vascular tissue. Okay, this one is there, but another one is what thing we are not getting here, that it is a non-flowering and seedless. So what thing is here? We got that the presence of xylem and phloem, the advanced characteristics which we are not getting in the Bryophyta, but still means what? We are not getting in this Pteridophyta, that flowers and the seedless. So these one if we are going to take, that the Thallophyta, then Bryophyta and the Pteridophyta, these three are coming in a cryptogams. Cryptogams means what? Now how the reproduction is taking place in them. So what thing is there? The reproduction is taking place through or by reproduction is taking place by spore formation. Spore formation. That's why these three are coming in this subdivisions. Okay, we can say that these three, that is Thallophyta, Bryophyta and Pteridophyta, they all are coming in a cryptogams. Okay. Now we are going to take the fourth one. That is means what? Having a, here already we got that non-flowering and seedless, but here we will get the flowering and seed. So already the fourth one which we are going to get, that is the Gymnosperm. Gymnosperms. Okay. Now if we are going to take the gymnosperms, that is means what? It is flower bearing and seed bearing. So what? In Pteridophyta we got that non-flowering and the seedless, but here we are getting a point that they are having the flower bearing and the seed bearing. But if we are going to take this one, that means another things are coming, that the seeds are naked. Okay, seeds are naked. That means there is a seed, but seed is not having the fruit. Without fruit there is a seed. So all the characters, that is everything is coming from here only this one means these two characters are changing, that is the non-flowering, it is here is the flower bearing and seed bearing, and another one is means what? Reproduction, not through the spore formation, but as means there is a seed, so the seeds are only means growing into a plant. So now here if you are going to take the seeds are naked, that is the seeds are not having the fruit. Example for betel nut. Betel nut means what? That is means the supari, which we means eat with the betel leaf. Okay. So this one are means what? The characteristics of the gymnosperm. Now fifth one comes the angiosperm. Now angiosperm here is what? Flower bearing and seed bearing. Same thing is here. Here we are getting this characteristics, but seeds are naked. But here is what? Seeds are covered. That means you can take the example of apple or some other fruits which is having the carp. We can say that the seed is covered with the carp or the fruit. Then there comes the angiosperm. So already means what we got here means there is a seed less, but here is what? The seed bearing, but the seeds are naked only. But in angiosperm there is the seeds are covered with the fruit, and it is the very means you can say the advanced type of plant. Now there is more differences we are getting in the angiosperm because it is a very advanced type of plant. So on the basis of their leaf we can differentiate here. Now if we are going to take the leaf, so what thing is there in this leaf? Now this seed is already we are means divided into monocot and another one is the dicot. Okay. Now leaf, if you are going to take, the leaf is what? Like this only, which is having the midrib straight, and this rachis also you can say the veins are also very straight one. So they are having a parallel venation. Okay, and in dicot there is what? The simple type of leaf which we all time we see. There is what? That veins are there, but already this one is the reticulate venation. Okay, so example for, if you are going to take the example of monocot, there is the rice, peas are there, no, rice, then there is the maize. These are the example. And if you are going to take the dicot, so we can write that gram, that we call it a chana, then peas are there. Okay. Now these means what? The reticulate venation and the parallel venation. One more difference if you are going to take about them is means the seeds. Okay. Seeds, if you are going to take, that seed is having only one pod. Okay. If you are going to means divide also this one, that is means what? It can't be get the exact structure of exact structure of the two things. That is means what? You cannot divide this seed. But here is means what? You can divide. If there is already, that means if you are going to open this gram, you will get the exactly two pieces of the gram. So that is means what? One is means the monocot, that is only having a one cotyledon, and another one is having the two pods, so they are called the dicotyledon. Monocotyledons, and this one is the dicotyledons. Dicotyledon. Okay. Now another one, first we have taken the leaf, then about this seed, and now we will take about the root. So root is what? They are having the fibrous root in monocot. Fibrous root, that is means already this portion is the stem. Okay. And under the ground there is a root which is means what? Originating at the one place only. So that one we called it a fibrous root, which we find in a monocot. And here is in the dicot, if this one is the stem and this one is the root, which we called it a primary root, then comes the secondary roots, and then comes the tertiary roots. So we called it a tap root. Okay. So already means what? We got all the 5 subdivision of the Plantae. Now we will start next class about the Animalia, which is having means the 9 subdivision. So I hope you all have understand this topic. So next time we are going to take the another one, that is the Animalia. So thank you. Stay safe.